Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So our topic for today is finding the intercepts and the asymptotes of the rational functions. So we're going to find the intercepts and the asymptotes of the first rational function. So f of x is equal to 9 over x minus 4. So in order to look for the x-intercept, you're going to equate the numerator with 0 or equate f of x with 0. So what did we do is your f of x is now being 0. So that means 0 equals 9 over x minus 4. Then what are we going to do here is we're going to perform the cross multiplication. So 0 times x minus 4, that will be 0. Since 0 is not equal to 9. So, kapag walang x sa numerator, it means to say that it has no x-intercept. So, therefore, f of x has no intercept because the numerator of the rational function is constant, which is 9. So, ideally, you're going to equate the numerator with 0 for you to find the x value. Kaya lang kasi yung 9 na yon ay hindi equal sa 0 at hindi ka makakahanap ng value of x, so therefore it has no x-intercept. Okay, to get the y-intercept, you're going to evaluate this function by substituting it with x is equal to 0. So therefore, you're going to find f of 0. Okay, so you're going to replace x with 0. So therefore, f of 0 is equal to 9 over 0 minus 4. So therefore, the negative 4 is now the denominator and 9 is the numerator. So the y-intercept of f of x is 0, 0, then negative 9, 4. So we're just recalling the evaluation of functions using x is equal to 0. Now, we're going to find the vertical asymptote. So, in order to find the vertical asymptote, you're going to equate the denominator with 0, just as what we did with the domain of the rational function. Okay, so you're going to equate the denominator x minus 4 to 0, then finding the value of x. So, you're going to transpose negative 4 to the right side. So therefore 0 plus 4, then your x is equal to 4. So therefore, the vertical asymptote is x is equal to 4. To get the horizontal asymptote, what are you going to do is, I'm going to discuss the long cut first. So you are going to find the inverse first. Okay. So interchanging x with y, then performing the cross multiplication to cancel the denominator y minus 4 by multiplying both sides by y minus 4 or cross multiplying. Then performing the distributive property. Okay, so x times y is xy. Then 4 times x is equals to 4x. Okay, so xy minus 4x equals 9. Then solving for y, yung xy ay dapat nasa left side. Then yung negative 4x, we're going to transpose to the right side. So it will be 9 plus 4x. Then solving for y, you're going to cancel both sides by x. So therefore, it will be 9 plus 4x over x. So yung 9 plus 4x is the numerator and the x is the denominator. So equating the denominator with 0, x is equal to 0. Then interchanging x with y. So we're going to go back to its normal function. So it will become y is equal to 0. So this is the technique of how we're going to find the horizontal asymptote. Here is this. Here is the simple shortcut. Okay. So 9, if the numerator is constant and the denominator is x, so automatically the vertical the horizontal asymptote is 0. The horizontal asymptote is 0. It is just like you're looking for the range of the rational function. Keep in mind that the vertical asymptote of the rational function doesn't belong to to its domain, while the horizontal asymptote of a rational function does not belong to its range. Okay, so therefore the horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 0. So as we see in this graph, okay, so there is no x-intercept. When we say x-intercept kasi, the rational graph touches the x-axis. Then the y-intercept, the rational function touches the y-axis. So as we see, ito decimal form lang kasi to. So this is the vertical asymptote and this is the horizontal asymptote. Okay. Now, we're going to proceed with the second rational function. So f of x is equal to x minus 6 over 2x plus 5. The x minus 6 is the numerator, while the denominator is 2x plus 5. Okay, same procedure. Okay, so in order to get the x-intercept, you're going to simply equate the numerator with 0. So x minus 6 equal to 0. So finding the value of x, this will become x is equal to 6. So you're just going to equate the numerator with 0. That is the key hint on finding the x-intercept. Therefore, the x-intercept is 6 and then 0. In order to look for the y-intercept, you're going to substitute x with 0. So there, in short, you're going to look for f of 0. So this will become 0 minus 6 over 2 times 0 plus 5 because this x is being replaced by 0. So the solution is negative 6 over 5. Therefore, the y-intercept of f of x is 0, then negative 6 over 5. Okay, so to look for the vertical asymptote, you're going to equate the denominator with 0. So our denominator is 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Then solving for x, you need to transpose plus 5 to the other side, which is negative 5. Then dividing both sides by 2. So this will become x is equal to negative 5 over 2. Then the vertical asymptote is x is equal to negative 5 over 2. Okay, so I have seen the, okay, so key times saying horizontal asymptote. Okay, so let me explain. So you need to find its inverse to get the horizontal asymptote. That is the long cut. Okay, so interchanging y with x. So x will be at the left side, then y will be at the right side. Then canceling the denominator, you're going to multiply both sides by 2y plus 5 or you can do the cross multiplication. So x times 2y plus 5 is equal to y minus 6. Then you're going to perform the distributive method. So x times 2y is 2xy. Then 5 times x is equal to 5x. Then you're going to group y's at the left side. So 2xy minus y. So y will be moved at the left side, changing its sign. Then 5x from the left side to the right side. So from 5x, it will become negative 5x. So 2xy minus y is equal to negative 5x minus 6. So performing the factorization, so the y is the common factor. So y times 2x minus 1 is equal to negative 5x minus 6. So factorization ang ginawa natin using the common factor. Then dividing both sides by 2x minus 1. So your 2x minus 1 is now the numerator. While the negative 5x minus 6 is the numerator. The 2x minus 1 pala is the denominator. Sorry. The 2x minus 1 is the denominator. While the negative 5x minus 6 is the numerator. Again, so negative 5x minus 6 is the numerator, while 2x minus 1 is the denominator. So you're going to equate with 0. 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, you're going to solve for the value of x. So this will become 2x minus 1. 2x equals 1, sorry. Then your x will become 1 half. Okay, so sa shortcut na to, but before that, you're going to interchange x with y. So this will become y is equal to 1 half. Okay, so what are you going to do here? The shortcut is to get the horizontal asymptote. So you're going to mention the leading terms of the numerator and the denominator. So the leading term is x. Then the leading term of the denominator is 2x. So the numerator, the leading term is x. while the denominator is 2x. So you're canceling the x, so it will become 1 half. So the horizontal asymptote is y equals 1 half. So this is just the shortcut. This is the shortcut of finding the horizontal asymptote. Okay. So here is a graph. As you see that the x-intercept is 6 then 0. Then the y-intercept is 0 then -6/5. Decimal form lang kasi ito. Then the vertical asymptote is x is equal to -5/2. Then the horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 1 half. Okay, for the third function, this will become f of 6 is equal to x plus 7 as the numerator, then x squared minus 3x minus 70 as the denominator. To get the x-intercept, you're going to simplify this into a lowest term since the denominator is factorable. Okay, so x plus 7, then x squared minus 3x minus 70. So what did we do by a factorization is the factors of x squared is x and x. Then for the 70, this will become 10 and 7. But one of them will have to be negative since the middle is the negative. So since this is the sum of the factors is -3, so I place this. So performing the cross method, so 7 minus 10 is -3. So therefore, this will become x minus 10 and x plus 7. So canceling the x plus 7 in order to get the lowest term. So as we see that this will become 1 over x minus 10. Okay, so evaluating this, the equating f of x with 0. So the numerator is 1. Then you're going to equate with 0. So hindi sila equal. So therefore, it has no x-intercept. To find the y-intercept, you need to evaluate it by finding f of 0. Okay. So you're going to evaluate the lowest term of the rational function. So you need to find f of 0 is equal to 1 over 0 minus 10. So this will become 1 over -10. So therefore, the y-intercept of f of x is 0, then -1 over 10. Okay, to find the vertical asymptote and the horizontal asymptote, you need to do the following step. So first, so you're going to simplify the function into its lowest term again because the denominator is factorable and it can be simplified into its lowest term. Ganyan lang gagawin ninyo kapag ang rational function nyo ay may lowest term. ay ay kailangan maghanap ng lowest term. So, ang lowest term niyan is 1 over x minus 10. So, i-equate mo yung denominator with 0. So, x minus 10 is equal to 0. So, your x is equal to 10. That is the vertical asymptote. Because if you substitute this function, therefore, it will not exist. Kasi bawal maging denominator ang 0. The vertical asymptote is x is equal to 10. To get the horizontal asymptote, you need to get the inverse of the lowest term of the rational function. So here is how we find the inverse. But allow me to discuss the shortcut. Okay, the leading term of the numerator is x, while the leading term of the denominator is x squared. So therefore, speaking of the degree, when you say degree, yun yung term with the highest exponent. Okay, so the highest exponent is 1, right? So sa x. Then sa baba ay 2. So i-lowest term natin, so this will become 1 over x. Then therefore, the horizontal asymptote is 0. Kasi mas mababang ang numerator sa denominator in terms of the leading term. Since there is a factorable function in the denominator, kaya ang gagawin natin, maghahanap tayo ng whole. Okay. So therefore, uunahin natin ang paghahanap ng lowest term, which is 1 over x minus 10. So ang na-cancel natin is x plus 7. So in order, to, so you're going to equate the cancelled factor with 0. So x plus 7 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to negative 7. Okay, so you're going to evaluate the lowest term of the function with the value of x galing sa cancelled factor. So f of negative 7, then 1 over negative 7 minus 10, then the value of y is 1 over negative 17. So the whole of the function is negative 7, then negative 1 over 17. So here is the graph. Okay. So last but not the least is f of x is equal to x squared plus 4x plus d over x minus 2. To find the x-intercept, you're going to equate the numerator with 0 or equate f of x with 0. So you're going to equate the numerator with 0. But before that, as much as possible, you have to factor it out for you to be able to find the values of x. Pwede kayo mag-quadratic formula, pwede kayo mag-factorization kung factorable siya. So you're going to equate the factorized numerator with 0. Okay, so when you solve for x, you're going to equate the first factor with 0. So x plus 1 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 1. Then the second factor, which is x plus 3 is equal to 0, then x is equal to negative 3. So therefore, the x-intercepts are negative 1 and 0, and 3 and 0. To get the y-intercept, evaluate this function by substituting it with x is equal to 0. Kaya hindi siya cancelable kasi wala naman common factor sa numerator and denominator. No common factor between the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so you need to find the value of f of 0. Okay, or you need to find f of 0. So therefore, ang shortcut technique natin, okay, para sa mga gusto mag-shortcut, since your x is 0, alisin mo na ito para matira lang ang mga numbers na walang x. So this will become negative 3 over 2. That is how you find the y-intercept. Therefore, the y-intercept is 0, then negative 3 over 2. To get the vertical asymptote, you're going to equate the denominator with 0. The denominator is x minus 2. So your x is equal to 2. Therefore, the vertical asymptote is x is equal to 2. Okay, to get the horizontal asymptote, okay, this case is an exception. So the degree of the numerator is 2 because the exponent of the leading term is 2. So x squared kasi. Sa baba naman, 1 ang degree kasi the exponent is 1. So therefore, you're going to compare the leading terms of the numerator and the denominator. Since this is higher, so performing the loss of exponent, so bale magiging x, so bale no horizontal asymptote ito. But ang meron yan is the oblique asymptote. When you say oblique asymptote, it is also known as the slant asymptote. Yung parang line graph kumbaga. To find the oblique asymptote, we need to perform the synthetic division. So recalling the vertical asymptote, which is 2. So using the synthetic division, we're going to insert the vertical asymptote here. Then the coefficient of x squared is 1, while for the x is 4. Then for the 1 is 3. So bring this down. Then 1 times 2 is 2. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Then 2 times 6 is 12. So 3 plus 12 is 15. So this will become y is equal to x plus 6. So this is the remainder. So I'm going to change the color. So this will become plus 15 over x minus 2. So, bale, I'm going to box the oblique asymptote. So the oblique asymptote is y is equal to x plus 6. That is the oblique asymptote. Okay. So here is the graph. Okay. So as we see, that here are the x-intercepts, then this is the y-intercept, the vertical asymptote, and the oblique asymptote. So let's have a recap before we end this lesson. Keep in mind, for the first function, okay, so if the numerator is constant but the denominator has x, then therefore the the horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 0. Kapag walang x sa numerator pero may x sa denominator, or shall I say, kung constant ang numerator mo, for example, number lang, tas ang denominator mo ay may x lang, or x minus 1, x plus 2, so therefore, the horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 0, and there is no x-intercept. Okay, so for this function, for this kind of function, parehong may x ang numerator and denominator. So to get the horizontal asymptote, okay, you just compare the leading terms, which is x minus 6, then 2x plus 5. So comparing the leading terms, so you just cancel the x, find the lowest term, then here's how you find the horizontal asymptote. Okay, so meron na pong x-intercept dahil may value of x na po, or may x na kasi sa taas. I-equate mo lang yung numerator sa 0. Yung ganitong klaseng function, okay, so kapag may factorable na denominator, tapos may common factor pa ang numerator and denominator, so wala nang x-intercept, but you need to find the whole. And the horizontal asymptote is y is equal to 0 because the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator. In this case, okay, so for this function, the degree of the numerator is higher than the degree of the denominator. Kunwari, x squared over x. So, bale, wala nang horizontal asymptote, but there is an oblique asymptote. Okay. Sa madaling salita, to get the x-intercept, you need to equate the numerator with 0. To get the y-intercept, you're going to find f of 0. So, to get the vertical asymptote, equate the denominator with 0. To get the horizontal asymptote, you need to consider kasi the following cases like what I said. Okay, sa x-intercept kasi, kunwari, ito ang function nyo na rational. Okay, your g of x is equal to 0. From this function, then the y-intercept is f of 0. Hahanapin nyo to. Tapos ang vertical asymptote, find the value of x. Okay. So do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Thank you and God bless you. Have a great day. Happy learning.